Greetings to my star family out there from all the different star systems. This is Larry Locken. Today was a really special day today. I have channeled many collectives. I had a collective come through to me today after a talk with a certain special someone. This certain special someone, I don't know, it initiated this to happen, but a collective came through that I've only dealt with twice, and it was about 8 years ago. I did 2 channelings that they downloaded to me. They are the 13th dimensional angelic and Arcturians. They inspired me to create a Facebook page called the Arcturian Crystalline Grid Project. I have my main YouTube channel, which is Pleiadian Express Productions. I also have a smaller one where I do channelings on, or did, and a little bit of starseed humor, couple shows. And then I had created the Arcturian Crystalline Grid Project on YouTube. Okay? I did one talk show on there with a co-host of mine from the PEP. We did a really good show. I also did 2 channelings from the 13th dimensional angelic and Arcturian guides. Both got quite a good response. Then that's when I started slowing down doing shows. And I had forgotten that they had came through to me. The other night I did a talk about the different dimensions and what each one of them were like. And I was talking about the 11th, 12th, and 13th and how, I've only got to look into them. Yeah, I had forgotten that these very ascended, the most ascended beings probably that you can connect with in our existence, that I had done 2 really great channelings with them years ago. But sitting in trance today, they came to me, and they're waiting to come through now. Oh man, it's been an intense day. So I'm going to quit rambling on, and I'm going to just take a couple deep breaths. Hold on, I got to say this too. They were putting it in my mind too to do a meditation about ascension. But I think that part's going to have to wait. I have star energy, and it's really sometimes draining. It's relaxing but draining when you're dealing with the angelic realms for me, because you have to be really grounded. Today, I've been fairly grounded. All right, without further ado. Hello, everyone. We are your ancient star family. Like our host said, we are from the 13th dimension. We are angels and we are Arcturians. One and the same, you might say. We definitely are here to support you in your evolution, just like we supported the Pleiadians, just like we supported the Lyrans. Your evolution, why? Because we love you. We've been through our own evolutionary process. We see that you are excited and eager to continue this. You want to do this quickly. We get it, your evolutionary process. We're going to try to give you a special meditation. Now that might have to come tomorrow or at another time. But we feel like our partner here, our Pleiadian little brother, we feel like he is ready at least to handle giving you the preamble to it. This meditation we're going to call a ascension meditation, which is appropriate to have. Our solstice is the time the whole human race is focused upon a change in light. Depending on what hemisphere you live in, your light increases at that time. It decreases going into darkness. But either way, you are connected to the sun. You are connected to the light. That light will stir within you, and it will stir you up in a way that you feel changes inside of your cells. We also talk a lot about the intensity of the sun for some time now, and this is a way to deal with that sun. It impacts your cells as you transform into liquid. Your cells transform into a liquid crystalline form of water rather than in an old solid carbon form. The body that you carry with is the body that you chose. The body that you are ascending with, we want to talk to you about a couple of things going forward. And then we will ease into the meditation, which our host is not ready to do at this time. Tomorrow night he will be ready. We want to say, other than this is a time to tell you that you are not going to ascend at some time. You are not going to ascend just in the blink of an eye. You are ascending now. It is not a future date. It is something that is going to happen one day when you wake up, or one day when something changes in the atmosphere. It's not something like that. The cosmos, you're in the process, so we lead you. We want to lead you. This is happening at a perpetual state. We want to take you through a meditative state that you can quiet your mind. You can breathe deeply. We want you to be able to come into a place where you can hear what we are conveying to you with your heart rather than your intellect. You might call it heart telepathy. Every single cell in your body will start to listen to the sound of the words, the way you feel to you, and taking you to a place where you get quieter, quieter, and quieter, aligned with energy and cadence. The energy of other beings from the light, of other star family from the light, of other angels from the light. We are all supporting your evolution. We're all trying to help you find what you need to move forward at the rate that you wish to go. Many of you are tired. Our host is really tired. We see him working hard as an elder starman, trying to make it to our angelic realms. Many of you wish to just get it over with like our host does, just to hurry it along. But this passage that you think of as time is just an illusion. For in our realms, everything can be attained in a split second, you might say, in your dialogue. And the moment of your ascension is the moment that you're in right now, As you proceed to the next now moment and the next now moment and the next one, our host likes to use that a lot. He likes to talk about future now moments. We see that and we can appreciate that. This brings you a step closer to the multidimensional you. Now, when we talked about multidimensionality, we've reminded everyone when listening, multidimensionality is not something outside of you. It is not something that exists in space or in the cosmos or somewhere outside of who you are. Your consciousness is larger than you realize. And multidimensionality exists within you, within your consciousness. It's just a matter of finding the right frequency to be able to tune into that. We want you to hone in. Our host, he knows we know this. One of his favorite words is frequency. He loves the sound of the word frequency. Frequency. That right frequency. Is there a right frequency? Frequency. We would like for you to also sit on that word. We're not going to say anything more about that word. Sit on that word frequency. Our host is saying yeah in his mind. Multidimensional space. Resonate with it. We feel, resonate with that and feel the multidimensional experience. Now for this meditation, we will go ahead and see how far our host can go tonight. Maybe he can whip it out. We will begin with what we consider the basis of human values. So we would like you to breathe in love and breathe out compassion. Our host is having a little bit of trouble, but he can hang in there. Breathe in love and breathe out trust. Just breathe in compassion. Breathe out love. Breathe out joy. Now breathe in trust. Breathe out love. Breathe in joy. Now breathe out compassion. Breathe in compassion. Breathe out love. Breathe out joy. These breaths are taking closer and closer energetically to the place where you can feel the essence of who you are. You are not your physical form. Oh no, you are larger than that. You are not some energy that you pretend to be. You are an energy that you are remembering from. Your experience as a multidimensional being of light you are remembering your experiences in your complete multidimensionalness of light. So as we drag our host through this, we move you through this meditation. Focus upon the light that you are. Focus upon whatever. Focus on whatever you need to see in order to remember your connection to the light. Perhaps you imagine starlight at night. We know that when our host was just an infant little boy until the time he was 2 Earth years old, he would see nothing but colored stars all around the room and wake up seeing those with a green backdrop but nothing but bright colored stars. He remembers this. Perhaps you imagine looking at the sun or watching a sunrise or a sunset. Perhaps you imagine looking at the light that comes out of the eyes of someone who has given you love. Someone you love is and how they are connected to the light, whatever way you yourself can connect with it's envision it. Envision that light. Step into that energy. Move into that energy, remembering you are light. You are light and you are love moving forward. As you take that through this ascension process, you begin to realize your process is just accelerating your awareness of your being light and love. That being light and love in an enlarged overall awareness of your consciousness. This is who you are. This is what you're doing. Many people try to achieve manifesting ascension or multidimensional reality by using affirmations or positive thoughts. This is a very good tool at the lower level. This is great in those initial days of awakening, but it does not achieve what we are walking you through today. We are taking you today into what you really remember. You're graduating now. Our host knows it. He feels it. He stopped being in denial about it. What you know in your heart, you cannot achieve through mental thoughts and affirmations. Your mind is only one tiny part of who you are. Your heart and the consciousness that keeps your heart energy engaged, the cosmos, is the bigger aspect of who you are. And it holds memories. You need to raise your vibration and to achieve the frequency, that word again, frequency, of multidimensionality. So we continue on through this meditation. See the light. In whatever way that you can imagine the light to be in, or in whatever way you can bring it into your awareness. See the light, and as you see the light, focus in on the light. Breathe in love. Breathe out. Breathe in joy. Breathe out compassion. Now, loved ones, notice the light against a shimmer and a sparkle. Notice the colors of the rainbow that are all around you. You can see the orange of protection. You can see the silver of connection. The violet of transformation. You can see that blue of trust. And you can see the pink of love. You can see the red of movement. And of course, the sweet green of healing. You can see the goldenness of receiving grace. And within each of those colors, that you see, you also simultaneously see a different level of color that you have connected, that you have experienced before. You have connected with it before. This is a level of color that is connecting you to the light that you are and the light coming to you. This light comes to you from your sun and from the cosmic energies where the rainbow of colors surround you and which helps you to adjust and modulate your frequency. We give our host a bad time about the word frequency in a loving way. Your frequency helps you move vibrationally to a higher and higher level of frequency. Frequency begets frequency, you might say in your terms. Every time that you are aware of consciously raising your vibration, in raising your vibration, we have given you many tools. Now we will gently plant these suggestions right into your subconscious and conscious awareness, again through this meditation. So you have the opportunity, you will be able to practice them and bring them into your own reality. You need the energies of these. You will need the energies of the things that we are going to touch on now. We're going to speak a word. The word you feel, the energy, or it is the feeling state that raises your vibration. It is not just the thought of what the word means, nor is it only the sound of what the word is. Although the sound does help you reach a higher frequency, breathe in kindness. Breathe out kindness. Breathe out kindness for everyone and everything on the planet, everything in your universe. Breathe in kindness again. With a larger breath, breathe it out to every sentient being on your planet, throughout the universe, and for a third time, breathe in kindness. Take it down into your heart. Now take it into every cell of your body till it lights you up to reach the vibrational frequency of being kind. Now breathe out kindness and send it to every sentient being, and then send it to those who are still asleep. Send it to those in the darkness, from those who have lost their way. You have enough kindness to share light and kindness to go out. You can do both. You have it within you now. Go out with one message of love as you breathe out kindness to everything and breathe in the cosmos. Now we're going to go ahead and move to gratitude. We want you to breathe in gratitude and then breathe out gratitude. This time, bring in the gratitude to your entire multidimensional self. Let it surround you. Now, when you're full of that feeling, with that gratitude encompassing your multidimensional self, send out that gratitude to those you know, and then send out gratitude to those you do not know. Send out gratitude for all of your experiences. Send out gratitude for things that you have done that have brought you pleasure. Send out gratitude for those things that have taught you lessons or opened your awareness, even though they have been more than painful. We understand at the time, but send out gratitude. Know that you are continually evolving. So in knowing so, make sure that you also send out gratitude to those who support you in your life here on this planet, and also your interstellar friends, the 13th dimensional angelic and Arcturian guides. Send it to all your guides. Send it to all star systems. Send out gratitude for the plants that support and nurture your body. Send out gratitude to those plants that share just about all of your DNA. Plants are a very ascended beings, more so than humans. They are old, wise souls. Send out nurturing gratitude, especially to the animals that teach you, because they are of a higher awareness than humans, just like the plants are. Now for this third time, breathe in gratitude. Take it into your heart and connect with the light. Connect with the light that you see coming towards you as you breathe. Breathe out gratitude this time. Breathe it out. Send it to every sentient being on the planet. For you being here, we are connected. We are one. And then go ahead and breathe in gratitude, and then on your own, breathe it out. This will be for those who are asleep or unawakened. Now focus your thoughts on sending them gratitude, that at any possible moment, send them gratitude with the thought in mind that at any possible moment, they may awaken to a higher vibration. Then send out gratitude for those who are lost in the dark, knowing that with your gratitude, the light that surrounds that energy, you are sending them this so they can find their way. Once again, if they choose so, you have in your own being your essence. Now kindness, gratitude. Now we will work with patience, breath, knowing that you can trust everything is as it should be. Our host here was having a big problem with trusting the process, but he's working on it. You can be patient with anyone, so we want you to really focus here. Breathe in patience. Now this time, as you hold that breath in, recognize and remember who has been patient with you. Connect that patience with light. You are patient. The light is coming to you. At a cellular level breath, breathe in patience. Do this with your cells now. Breathe in the patience. As you breathe in that patience to your cellular level, trust that you are becoming more patient yourself as you take this. Take this yourself. Take this into your body, into your cellular division, your cellular level, your multidimensional self. Now, we want you to breathe in patience really deep, and then breathe it out, thinking about love and care for being patient with wherever they are, with whoever you deal with. Be patient with them. Others have been really patient with you. It's time to acknowledge that in your mind. That is what we're trying to get at here. Our host has been a real trooper here. What we want you to understand, though, is that everybody, they are all on their own journey as well. You may be an old soul and have lived hundreds more lifetimes than somebody else, and they're learning. Everybody is at their own pace. Everybody is on their own timeline. We are all a part of each other. The further back we go as we connect to the source, and the further we go ahead to reconnect with the source, at the same time, you are all on your own paths. There is no competition at all. Love others like you would love yourself. Trust that even those that are in the dark, those that are unawakened, those that are asleep, trust in the cosmic timing. They will awaken too and join the light. Okay, for a third time, breathe in the patience. Now let that patience expand into your heart. Connect it with the light. Connect it with the light that you are, and know that that is connected to trust. And within everything that you breathe in brings patience and trusting. With that, trust that you are evolving and allow that patience you are breathing in to help you reach the higher vibration frequency of patience. Trust combined with the light. Then breathe the patience in, breathe it out. Breathe the patience in with a large breath. Now breathe it out to everyone you love. Breathe it in one more time for every plant, every animal, every person, and every sentient being, as well as those asleep on earth. Breathe it in, and then breathe it out for all those beings on earth and in the cosmos. Send out patience and trust to all that is, so that you have patience, so that you have kindness. We would like to do a couple final run-throughs. We would like you to breathe in grace. We would like you to breathe out grace. We would like to tell you that we do this because trusting grace, you need to trust that grace will help everyone be able to move on this ascension path that we're headed down, that we are guiding you down. We took millions of years to guide the Pleiadian and Lyran humans through this. So we are very patient with this. There is no need to get flustered, dear ones. We're going to have you breathe in grace a second time, this time really large. Now we want you to go ahead and keep it in. This time, while it's held in, we want you to connect it to the light. There is light coming into every cell of your body. Connect it to the light that is you. And know that the golden light of grace is permeating you at a level that you have not experienced before. You have the light of grace flooding into you, into your heart. It's into every cell of your being. And as you awaken to who you are, this moves you towards multidimensional breath out. Take a multidimensional breath in. Now, take that multidimensional breath and breathe out grace to assist and support everyone that is in this ascension process. Breathe out grace to every plant, every animal, every rock, every mineral. Breathe out grace to everything that exists in your physical plane. Breathe out grace to everything that exists in your mental plane. Breathe out grace to everything that exists in your feeling, your emotions, your state of being. Breathe out grace to those who have lost their way or are not awake. Breathe out grace, trusting that the golden light of grace is penetrating and permeating every aspect of their complete essence and their complete being, mind, body, and soul, higher self over self. Now we ask that you just sit for this for a second. Sit with this. Now, we want to close with this. We would like for you to breathe in green healing light. Imagine a nice, calming, green healing light. That green backdrop that was behind those stars that our host would see when he was a little boy at night. Breathe that healing light in at this time. Breathe that green healing light in. Let that green light surround inside of you, the healing light. And know that this is a light that is changing the makeup of your carbon-based form into a lighter, energetic form that will lead you to a rainbow body, requiring you to reach the vibrational state of having a high frequency. Doing this by balancing everything that is imbalanced within you. As you take in that light now, that is yours, and that is part of who you are. Now take in the green light again. Now breathe that green healing light out to everyone, showing them everything can be brought into balance. Everything can be grounded. simply by the presence of this healing energy. It is not to cure anything. It is to bring everything into a state of balance, a higher form of consciousness, you might call it. Breathe that in, breathe it out, and trust as you breathe it out. Trust it is going to the human body, the human mind, the human emotional system, the spiritual body, everything that encompasses you, your higher self, your over self, like our host likes to say. Come into balance. Breathe it out to all those on your planet. Take that green light also and just breathe it in again, really big and deep. Now we want you to hold it for a second, a couple seconds. And we want you to breathe it out to everything that exists in existence, everything in creation that is within the entire existence. So nobody's left behind, so that everything can unify from a dualistic perspective of war or love, out of dualistic perspectives of right or wrong, out of those old paradigms of beliefs, into accepting that multiple ways can be in balance and harmony, and all those things could be breathed out. Breathe in and breathe out the light of green healing energy as you do this on your own now. Now you're ready to just practice this on your own. Your frequency is rising to higher and higher levels. Now we bring you to energy of love. We bring you into the pink energy, and we ask that you take that into your heart and you realize that you're enough. You are whole. You are perfect. You are in the process. You are evolving in all of these things you came here to be service of. You came here to be in service of. You came here to be in service of. We can't emphasize that enough. Accept that you are perfect. While you realize that you are simultaneously evolving into a higher state of not just consciousness, not just body, not just soul, but your complete aura, everything about you is evolving. It's so much bigger than you would think. Our dear star family, you are divine love. You are everything and more that you could have ever dreamed to be. We are going to close this right now. We want you to take one final breath in, though, a really large, deep one. Almost till you feel dizzy. And then slowly breathe out. We just wanted you to hold that in until you were a little lightheaded, so you could have a slight altered state of consciousness. We hope that you will leave this session, meeting, whatever you want to call it, at a higher level of frequency than before you started this. Whether you know it or not, you have evolved through this meditation. We know our host has. He's tongue-tied, he's tired, he was going to do this in 2 parts. Remember, you are awakening. Thus, you are ascending into who you truly are, who you have always... There goes our host again. You are ascending. You are becoming who you truly are, were, and always will be. We love you so much. It never begins. It never ends. It never stopped, and it never started. It just always was. It just always was. Time, as you move up through the higher dimensions, is just, everything becomes more at once. Your consciousness, and this is one other thing we would like to leave you with. We didn't expect to say this, but your consciousness will get so big and awakened, the dimensions never end. We know that our host here likes to talk about the 4th through the 13th dimension. Dimensions are fluid, they're fluid, you might say, they're endless. They're endless. They come back and forth and up and down and around again. There are many, many dimensions within each universe. One day, we will let our host talk about something that's on his mind, some knowledge he has been given. We know about it because we're one of her guides. He has been given some information from somebody close to him who works out of actually the 14th dimension from Earth. She is the only... He thought that he had known the only 2 13-dimensional souls on Earth. Nobody was higher. This person is a 14th dimensional being, and the information is not ready for most Earth people yet. It has to do with universes, dimensions within universes, soul collectives, soul fragments, soul families. And with each one of those subjects and many more, there are dozens of parts to them and what they mean and what they are and how they connect. And it would not be good for most people's growth. He was given strict instructions to sit on the knowledge he gained today. The knowledge that he gained today, we will say, dear ones, was 6 to 8 times stronger than anybody he's ever heard on Facebook before. That's how it's so powerful that it could throw somebody off of their growth path if they got hung up on one aspect of it. There are very few people who are ready to hear it. Very few. With that, dear ones, the 13th dimensional angelic and Arcturian guides would like to wish you adieu and will make way, if he can even talk at this point after this, for our host to say a few words. I don't have anything to say. I'm tired. I'm really worn out. That was rough. That was only the third time I've talked to them ever. It was a lot easier 8 years ago. I guess that was their prerogative to share that, though, about that knowledge I got today. I can't talk about it, though. It wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair because when broken down, the intricacies of it would be way more than even anybody's words right now on Facebook. And that's only just the first sentence, basically, this person told me, of the book. Amazing. I would like to thank the 13th dimensional, tongue-tied now, Arcturian and Angelic. I get them backed up, Angelic and Arcturian guides. This has been intense. This has really been intense. That's why it was so sloppy. But oh well, it's out there. It will be on the Arcturian Crystalline Grid Project, as well as my YouTube channel, the Arcturian Crystalline Grid Project. Thank you, everyone. I'm zapped now. I usually say my name is Rockin' Larry Lockin'. I don't at this level. That's a star level thing. Not when I'm dealing in the angelic realms. I'm very respectful. And you can tell I'm really rusty with them. Okay, we're finished. Thank you, everyone. I love you, and namaste.